An entire colony vanished. 115 men, women, and children, gone, without a trace. No bodies, no wreckage, no signs of struggle. Only a single word carved into a wooden post: CROATOAN. This is the haunting mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke, America's first great unsolved disappearance. The story begins in the late 1500s. England, under Queen Elizabeth I, was desperate to expand its influence and challenge the mighty Spanish Empire. Across the Atlantic, explorers dreamed of establishing England's first permanent colony in the New World. In 1587, a group of settlers led by John White arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Among them were craftsmen, farmers, women, and children. Not soldiers, but ordinary people seeking a new life. It was England's bold attempt to plant its flag in North America. The early days were promising, but trouble soon followed. Supplies ran low, relations with local tribes grew tense, and the colony became increasingly isolated. Within months, Governor John White decided to sail back to England for help. He left behind his daughter, his newborn granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America, and more than 100 colonists waiting for his return. It was supposed to be a quick trip, but fate had other plans. When White reached England, war had broken out with Spain. Every available ship was commandeered to defend against the Spanish Armada. White pleaded for passage back to Roanoke, but it would be 3 long years before he could return. When he finally arrived in 1590, what he found chilled him to the bone. The settlement was empty. Houses had been dismantled, tools and furniture gone. There were no signs of a fight or an attack, no graves, no bodies, nothing. The only clue was a word carved into a wooden post: CROATOAN. It was the name of a nearby island, home to a friendly Native American tribe. White took it as a sign that the colonists might have relocated there. But a storm forced his ships back to sea before he could investigate. He never saw Roanoke again. For centuries, the mystery of what happened to the Roanoke colonists has captivated historians, archaeologists, and storytellers. Countless theories have been proposed, each plausible yet none proven. One theory suggests the settlers tried to sail back to England on their own and were lost at sea. Another proposes that they were attacked by Spanish forces from Florida, who were determined to destroy any English foothold in the Americas. But the most widely accepted theory is more human, that the colonists sought help from the local tribes. Some historians believe the settlers integrated with nearby native communities, like the Croatan or Hatteras people, adapting to survive. Over time, their descendants may have blended into the indigenous population, erasing the colony's English identity entirely. Archaeological digs on Hatteras Island and the mainland have uncovered clues, European tools, pottery fragments, and artifacts that seem out of place. But none have provided definitive proof of the settlers' fate. The story of Roanoke has inspired myths, legends, and even modern DNA studies. Some families in the region claim ancestry that traces back to both English settlers and Native Americans. Yet no conclusive evidence has ever solved the mystery. The word CROATOAN itself has taken on an almost supernatural aura. It has appeared in literature, films, and even ghost stories, a symbol of disappearance, of something that cannot be explained. But perhaps the truth is simpler. The settlers of Roanoke were pioneers, men and women on the edge of an unknown world. When supplies ran out and hope faded, they did what humans have always done. They adapted, moved, and survived in whatever way they could. Still, one haunting question remains. Why was there no trace, no message, no return? For over 4 centuries, the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke has endured, a story suspended between history and legend. It reminds us that even in an age of discovery, some corners of the past remain forever hidden. The Atlantic coast where Roanoke once stood is now quiet, waves rolling in, forests reclaiming the land. But if you listen closely, you might still hear the echoes of those vanished settlers. The dreamers who set out to build a new world and instead became one of history's greatest mysteries. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.